Welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host Scotty McCoy, and I am interviewing this week the cast of Samhain, which is a movie that I created, and I have one of the leading ladies in the movie on the phone. It's Sara Cartwright, and she played Regina Hathaway, my mother, in the movie. Hi, Sarah. How you doing?
Hey, Scotty, I'm doing good. Man,
That's
it feels good being on here.
I know, that's great. I'm really excited. I had Brett on yesterday, and I have you on today, and I believe I booked Skylar for tomorrow. So this is really exciting.
Man, right? It's good people right in a row, man.
Exactly. So the first question I got for you is, how did you first hear about auditions for Samhain, and what made you want to audition?
So I was always I think I always had like the drama bug in me. Like I
Hmm.
was in my high school drama club, so like acting kind of is almost like second nature for me, I think. And I first heard about the Gravestone Productions actually through Anthony Blackwell.
Okay.
He like shared it on Facebook, and I was just like, oh man, I'm like, this is like local. Like I'm from School County, so I'm like, this is local. Why not try this out? You know what I mean? Like, what's the worst? And plus, I was already doing stand up, comedy. So getting on the stage and getting in front of people is like nothing for me.
Right, exactly. That's awesome. So your character Regina, we know, is a chain smoker. There were fake cigarettes on set, but you decided to use the real ones. Any reason behind that?
My reason behind that was because I always, I just, you get the real feel, I think, of a cigarette
Right.
and the effect of the smoke and how you make it work. I mean, I would say I'm more of like like in real life, I'm more of like a social smoker. Like if I go out drinking, I might have a cigarette. My husband actually smokes cigarettes.
Right.
So I'm kind of used to like cigarette smoke a little bit, so it
Hmm.
wasn't it was a little tough to do, but I just bared with it, and
Right.
I think it made the effect even more better. I think.
I think so too, especially because the scenes where we were smoking the joint, obviously it wasn't a real joint for obvious reasons, and our post production editor Shane Bainbridge was not able to, like, he was able to put in smoke on it, but he took it out because it looked really phony. It looked really fake. And he's glad that we did use the real cigarettes because you wouldn't get the same effect if the fake cigarettes actually didn't use the smoke.
Yes,
So it definitely
I'm a that determined of an actress there.
worked. As long as you don't get lung cancer. So what was the best part about filming Samhain, and what was the worst?
um. Let me see. The honestly, the best part was just making friends with everyone. Like I said, it was like I've been doing stand up, but doing stand up comedy is obvious a little. I mean, it's a little the same, but it's different from acting.
Hmm.
But so it was so nice to get back into acting, and you meet up with people who are doing the same goal. You meet. It's funny when you get into this type of industry, you meet people from all different types, from all different ages, all different backgrounds, and we're all like having one goal. And I love that. I love how like different it could be, and everything. So that I think that was like it was just nice to really get back into acting again, and
Right.
like get like the acting juices and the writing juices like flowing. And the worst part I think was I don't know. That's kind of hard to say. I don't think there was really a worst part, honestly.
Right.
I maybe just like that one night that ran really long.
Yeah, that was a
um,
long day.
that maybe. I mean, that it was. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but if anything, that was probably like the most like, oh, this is a long day kind of thing. So, but
Right.
other than that, I mean, I
Right.
enjoyed the whole process.
Right. For those that are wondering how long it was, oh my gosh, I think we had to be on set for like 8 o'clock, and I believe we ended up finishing at like 11 at night. So it was like 8 in the
Something
morning
like
to
that,
11 at
yeah.
night. It was a
It was a
long.
lot, and that was the day when we had like, all the little kids and all the trick treaters. So it was like a
Yes.
big day. So
Yes.
like you're dealing with like little kids, and then everyone,
Right.
and then all the actors start getting cranky, and they turn into little kids. No, that's all to deal with. So
Right.
that's definitely like a breeze.
Exactly. So do you relate to your character Regina at all in real life, and if so, how?
Actually, this is the funny thing. I don't think I'm anything like Regina. We are total opposites. Like, here's the big thing. So, like, she's a smoker. Like I mentioned before, like, I don't really smoke. Like, yeah, I have, like, maybe, like, when I drink, but I don't want to really consider that, like, a habit. And
Right.
then, she's kind of, like, bitchy and mean. I mean, some people might say I'm bitchy, but I don't think I'm mean. So there's that.
Right.
Also, Dina hates video games. I am like a video game like addict. Like I love video games. Like I play The Sims all the time. Like if you call my phone, it's the Crash Bandicoot
Nice.
ringtone on here.
Nice.
So that's one thing. And I absolutely love Halloween. So
That's awesome.
It was so funny to play Regina because I'm completely opposite from her, and I love doing like characters like that, I think.
Right. Awesome. Do you have any projects or events or any kind of gigs that you would like to promote to our listeners?
Yes. So if you remember, Scotty, earlier during this whole COVID nightmare,
Yes.
I started writing my own script. It's a horror movie. So like a couple years ago, me and my friend, he's a huge movie buff. He's supposed to be coming to the premiere. We hope that's still the plan. He's from the city, like New York City. So
Okay.
it's kind of iffy right now. They're trying to see how everything goes up there.
Right.
But years ago, there was like this 30-second video challenge, and me and him just like one night came up with this idea, but we never did it, but we did come up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just during COVID, I thought about it, and I messaged, and I was texting him, and I was like, hey, like, what do you think? Like, should we do this? So we pretty much started writing this.
Right.
I'm like halfway. I did get, at first when you start writing, you're like, oh man, like this is going great. And then there's that one day where you just are stuck on that one word and you just you don't know where to go next. Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of had a few of those days, but I think I'm back on track.
Awesome.
So right now, I mean, it's funny because the title so far, I don't know if this is the real title, but it's called The Unknown.
Okay.
Irony, right?
Right.
But I think it's it's not completely like COVID related, obviously, but there are some like similarities of like, when you live through this time, you realize, oh yeah, like I can see where she wrote that or where that fits in there.
Right.
So that's that. I've been doing that a lot.
Okay.
Like I mentioned before, I'm a stand-up comic. I've been doing, I do comedy. I do open mics and shows. But with COVID, everything's been on standstill. Obviously, we're hoping things are hoping of soon. Everything looks good so far, so we're hoping everything comes up. But I've been just doing open mics online, like virtual mics, like on Zoom. So that's been interesting. But when everything does get back going, I do host a comedy open mic in Schuylkill County. It's the only one that's happening in Schuylkill County right now. It's at the Peps Pub in Port Carbon, and we do it the second Friday of the month. Now, we might go bi-weekly, so it would be like the second and the fourth, but for right now, it's just the second Friday of the month. Just sign up, do comedy, find the Facebook group, Logger Laughs.
Okay.
That's great. Yeah, there's that. And also, if you're interested in checking out any of my, I do have some stand-up clips on YouTube. You can just check out Sara Cartwright. They should pop up. But other than that, that's all I really have going on right now.
Awesome. So sounds like you're keeping busy even with this pandemic going on, which is pretty good actually, because I mean, staying alone in your house, for months on end can get very, tiresome and old rather quickly.
Definitely. Yeah, stay creative out there.
Awesome. So thank you, Sarah, for joining me.
Yeah, thanks,
awesome.
Scotty. This was fun.
Thank you. Yes, it was. So for everybody out there, the movie is Samhain. If you want to know how to pronounce it, it is actually the real pronunciation is Samhain, but it looks like Samhain. You can find out more about it on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/gravestonefilms. We also have a movie page, www.facebook.com/samhainmovie. And then you can our trailer actually releases on July 23rd. We posted June 23rd. We posted the announcement about that this past weekend. So everybody knows you can see the trailer later this month on Gravestone Films' 2-year anniversary of being in business. And you can catch Sarah in Samhain. It'll be in select theaters in October 2020. It'll also be available to stream on Amazon Prime in November 2020. And hopefully it'll be available to stream on other platforms to find out. Tune into Gravestone Films' Facebook fan page to find out. But I thank you, Sarah, again so much. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Not a problem. You have a good rest of your night.
Thanks.
All right.
Well.
Bye.
Bye there.
Yep.